And we are live. It is happening. Let's get some more League of Legends on while we answer your business questions. Evan Carmichael and Zane the Man Smith in the house.
In the
Let's
house.
go. How we doing, Zane?
We are doing good.
I love it.
We're doing good. And let's see.
I've got another
We get
call
to
coming
mute.
in. I should
Okay,
probably
that's
continue.
muted. And for you watching.
Oh, we got Drew here in the house too. I like it. Good job. Okay, I don't see Drew in the Zoom, but he's in the game, so we're doing it.
Who's in the house?
All right.
I see just you and I commenting. Okay.
Drew's in the house. Let's go.
Okay, let's move that here.
We are ready. We are ready. We are ready to get some victories.
I'm in the lobby of the Zoom. If you want to let me in.
He's in the lobby, I heard.
He's in the lobby. Let's bring him in. Let's bring him in.
Hey, hey, hey!
Drew Hitchcock in the house.
How's it going?
Good, man. Let's get some wins.
Now I have to apologize for having to cancel my IG live with you on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
I had to move it to a different day because I have a potential client meeting.
All good. Did you tell Sandra?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Cool.
I sent her another follow up this morning, and she just got back to me. So
Got it. Okay. It'll probably be, I don't know when actually.
it's like 2 weeks from now.
Oh, okay. There you go. Perfect.
Week of the 18th.
Yeah, the Genius stuff messes up my schedule because that's 2 days. It's just my entire Thursday, which is usually my public facing day. So
Yep.
yeah, so anything around Genius starts getting messed up on my calendar. Much love all, but that's fine. That's good. 2 weeks. That's not too bad. I actually started to ask her to not schedule anything because we had some things that were like 3 months out,
Oh wow.
and then I would, if I had to travel or I had something important come up or something, then we'd be canceling people, and then there wouldn't be anything available for like 3 or 4 months for people. So I said, don't book anything over. I think 4 weeks is our max.
Gotcha.
All right, here we go. We're ready for some
What
wins.
you doing?
Yo, what's going on? Saying the man.
But since we're talking about schedules, I remind you next week. I will still be on the stream, but it's going to be a little bit delayed because I have a dentist appointment which is going to bleed over past the 3 o'clock.
You have a what? Fitness appointment?
Dentist.
Oh, dentist appointment.
Dentist appointment, so I can keep the smiles going. So, but I still will be able to get on the stream. It may not be until 3:30.
This is what?
Maybe.
Wednesday?
No, on the 13th. Next week.
Oh,
But when we get closer, I remind you guys.
next week is like next year.
eternity, right?
You know what's going to happen before next week? So they banned my
What?
Teemo. I'm not happy about that.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, but we got Heimer. We got Heimer about to carry us of some victories.
But I will remind you guys next week.
All right.
So how did the reading club go?
Oh yeah, how did the reading club go?
You know what? We all have our own opinion about different things. But the best opinion, the best accurate feedback is from the people, right? Now, my personal opinion, I think it did. I think it went good. I think it went really, really good.
But people's feedback was not so good, or what?
No. I got some great feedback, but you know,
Okay.
sometimes we have our own opinion about different things, and our own opinion can be, you know, it could be biased sometimes, good or bad.
Okay.
But when the people give you the feedback, that's when you know it's accurate.
All right.
So I encourage them. Look, comments, questions, feedback. Let me know what I can do, make better. I want to make sure you guys facilitate this and get this the whole 9 yards. So I'm making some really good feedback. But you know, I don't care how good it is. I can always make it better. So, and then I have you two wonderful guys here to push me, and I love that.
So you still yet to tell us. How
Yeah.
did it
We're
go?
still waiting to know how did it go.
I just told you it was really good.
Okay.
Yeah, I never give myself an A, but I would say on a scale of, I would say a B.
All right.
Maybe a B plus actually, but yeah, a B. Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Look at that.
Yeah, just like when I don't get nothing less than a B.
So how far did you get in the schedule?
On the schedule, yesterday, it was the first one. So yesterday was all about introducing ourselves. It was about sharing. It was about giving them the format, the schedule, the whole 9 yards, and giving away the first assignment, which is pages 1 through 30, and also for them to go to the bonus page, which is the page before page 1, to go to serve@evancarmichael.com to download the worksheets. That's going to help them do the exercises. So then next week, next Sunday, is the big day where we get to review the exercises and go through some Q&As.
So it was syllabus day, as they say.
It was still a what?
It was syllabus day.
Well, you can say that, but but it's nice because it was the only session, I think, where we had about 9 people, including myself, that showed up, and my goal was to get 10 people for the first session, and the thing was, it was the only session where people could actually introduce themselves, take time to talk a little bit about themselves, and share some things, because the next sessions, it's all about, we got to get it, and we don't really have time for people to share and just don't have that kind of time. So, now, I checked later in the Inside of the Readers group, I found out there was 3 other people that wanted to join, but I guess they was kind of confused about where the link was at, and I realized if they go to the top and click more, then it drops down. So they missed this one, they want to come on the next one. So I'll find out from Evan if I should just do a whole reposting to announce the following Sunday and the link again.
We can do that. I think we also probably need to adjust. If week 1 isn't any content and it's just kind of introductions, then maybe it should be a 9-week program instead of 8.
Okay.
Because was that initially what was part of week 1? I thought week 1 was like into content.
But people didn't know.
No, I know exactly, and that's fine. It's not wrong.
Yeah.
But now
they didn't know to go read pages 1 through 30. I had to introduce that when they got on. Then I said, okay, guys, for the assignment is pages 1 through 30.
Yeah. No, I think that's fine. That makes sense. Now you just need to. That could even be great ongoing.
Yeah, totally.
It's a 9-week program, and week 1 is introductions.
Yeah, which is great. Yeah, and I think people really, it's good because I think people really enjoy, connecting with other people, finding out who people are. And some people was there from Movement Makers, some was there from the Inside of the Readers group, and there was some that was just there because they just brought the book and they heard about it.
All right, there you go.
Which is good. So of course I'm going to encourage them to go to Movement Makers. Like,
let's go.
You should in the thread for the week, did you post the assignment?
I did, but
perfect.
I afterwards. But but if I would have posted it beforehand, again, people, you guys can agree or disagree. I'm not sure, but people don't really get clear on things until it's kind of announced when they're on the call. So if we would have posted before you show up, read pages 1 through 3, download the worksheet XYZ so you can come prepared. I think.
I think posting afterwards is fine.
Yeah. And also when I go in there and I answer questions and stuff, because they missed Sunday, like, okay, what can we do to be there for next Sunday? I said, okay, here's the assignment for next Sunday, and just come there with the first 30 pages read and the worksheet filled out. And again, when that time comes, people get to share their 5 questions, and it depends. That's why I have to moderate and make sure that, to keep the time, and I let them know in advance that my only challenge in the group is going to be like in Toastmasters, I used to be the timekeeper. It's the same thing with this.
By the way, how's our chat doing? We haven't said hi to anybody. Are people here?
Oh my goodness, gosh.
We gotta timekeeper. You gotta.
I get so fascinated with what Drew is asking.
Gotta be on top of your own time too. Let's go. Come on now.
Okay, something over video says, "What's up? What's up?" Something over video.
He's back.
Okay. And Ayush says, "Hey Evan, I am Ayush. Hello, how are you?" And something over video agrees. Hey Drew, hey Zan, hey Evan, how are you? Something over video. And Ayush Fixer says, "Hey Evan, from India. It's 4:30 a.m."
Wow. That is some Early morning or late night? That's on the edge. I don't know. I don't know.
That's got to be early morning. It's
That's
gotta
early
be like
morning?
Tuesday, 4:30 a.m. in India. 4:31 a.m. So yeah, I'm excited, man. This is wonderful. I love it. It's so nice because so many people in a group are touched. So many people are just so loving, so caring, so giving. And I do set some standards, letting everyone know that there's no judgment here, no criticism. This is about positivity, love, and connecting. It's really good. It's really good. We're there to encourage and help each other. And different people have different backgrounds. They got different things going on in their lives. And I'm not going to be so harsh. Like if you didn't complete the exercise, okay, great, play catch up. But here's what we covered. Here's the best way to get back in there and do the exercises. But stay in a group, stay with us, get through the whole process. So it's great. I love it.
Nice.
Something over video. Okay. Hey, Evan, does Mel like when I say question and ask you the question? Does that help with the editing?
Oh, Mel, I don't know. Mel, what do you think? I haven't heard back. Mel, what do you think? Do we like it when Zan says question at the start?
Yeah.
We're still waiting on that. We need an answer.
Yeah. Okay, so question. What to do when you have an idea, but do not have the skills and no money to execute the idea?
First off, don't think money is a problem. You're already losing. You've set yourself up for a big loss thinking lack of money is the problem. Second, how do you get skills? Well, by practicing, by getting out there and starting. So start. What do? How do you get the skills? You start. Find the smallest possible way. Instead of thinking about all the money that you don't have and how impossible it is to do what you want to build, instead think about how can you start with what you do have. That's it. It's for anybody who's playing the resources game, you're stuck on the lack of resources. It's always a resourcefulness game. Always. Always. How resourceful are you? Period. Whenever you're stuck in the resources mindset, you're going to lose. So I want you to catch yourself as soon as possible, every single time. Lack of money is not the problem.
That's a quote, guys. It's not about resources. It's not about resources. It's about resourcefulness. Ooh, I like that quote.
Always. People default to thinking, well, if only I had this, then I'd be successful. That's not it.
Something with video. I'm curious. What skills are you trying to develop? Because I totally agree with everything that Evan says. And depending on the skill you want to acquire or develop, block time. I mean, if you say, I'm going to do 2 hours or 3 hours a day developing this specific skill, block the time and focus on, okay, I'm going to do it for the next 10 days, 20 days, whatever it may be, and isolate that and focus on that. Okay, so Ayush Fixer said, can I ask some questions? Ayush, I want you to ask 3 questions, okay?
3 questions? Wow. 3 questions.
Yes.
All right. He's going for it.
Not just 1, not just 2, but 3. Give us 3.
What's your most important question? How about we start with that?
Yeah, your most important. Yeah, what's your most pressing, what's your most burning question, Ayush? Ask us, and we have an answer for you. A very good answer.
We hope. We'll try. We'll do our best.
Well, my weekend was fun. I had a wonderful time. Built to Serve Readers Club. Hello. How was your weekend, guys?
That's cool, man. Okay, so week 1 is get to know you. Introductions. Yes. And then week 2 is into so week 2. So by the end of next week, they have to have read
the first 30 pages.
The first 30 pages and done the exercises.
And done the exercises, correct.
Yeah. All right, cool.
And then the following week is going to be all about the credo. Your credo.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we'll be going into section 2 after that. So yeah, that's so I'm cutting it, breaking it up half and half so that it's easier to absorb. And I want to be considerate of all the different other activities and commitments people have throughout the week.
Yeah, and if they don't quite finish the first one, like your who, sometimes that takes a while for people. The credo's a lot easier. It's super powerful, but the credo's a lot easier once people get the who. When they're struggling on the who, which takes some time sometimes for people, then yeah, that's a good breakup. Did you send me the overview of what we're doing on each one?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. I can. Did I do it? No, I didn't do it. Okay, I can do it. I drop that. I DM you or email it to you. I get that done today.
Yeah, that'd be good to see.
And what else? What else? Oh, you know what else I think is so wonderful, and I think you did this intentionally in the book. Every time you talk about a principle or a strategy or whatever, you always give an example, whether it's yours or Alex or whoever. And I think that's easier for people to absorb also.
Yeah, I mean, people love learning through stories, so that was the intention with that. With everyone, there's always an example. We always try to have quotes. So glad it resonated. We're trying.
Here we go. Hey, Ayush, am I pronouncing your name correct when I say Ayush? Let me know if that's correct. Now, here's the question. Woo, wait. This is 2021, and Ayush is like going deep already.
All right.
Okay, question. What is life? Tell me 2 aspects to live great life.
Well, let's start with service. You want to wake up and feel like the work you do matters, that today is meaningful to somebody. You are hardwired to serve, and you have to figure out the best way to do it. Start with that.
Yes. Now he wants to tell me 2 aspects to live a great life. So serve is 1. I'm gonna give you 3, okay, Ayush? But I want to hear Evan's gonna give you another one.
I focus on the first one first.
Okay, do the
Get
first
that.
one first.
Yeah, don't worry about my second one.
Yeah,
Did you do the first one?
Yeah, Stephen Covey. First things first. Okay, I give you 3. I think life comes down to 3 things. The meaning and purpose of life comes down to 3 things. It's the 3 S's. Evan just gave you the first S, is to serve. Number 2, the second S is to share. You've been given talents, gifts, and abilities, and the purpose of why the universe or God, whoever you want to call your creator, gave you talents, gifts, and ability so that you can serve and you serve your purpose, share with others, and the last S, solve problems. The world is full of problems, and you've been given talents, gifts, and abilities to serve, share, and solve problems. And the more problems you the more problems you solve, the more meaning life has for you.
Where's the PowerPoint? Not the PowerPoint. Where's the laminated sheet, dude?
Yeah, but that one, I don't. Let me see. I don't think I made one for that yet.
Well, that's
Because
a problem. We gotta. Anything that's got 3 S's, 4 P's,
Yes. You know where it's at.
the 8 Q's of life. All that stuff.
It's in the book that you said not to release yet. That is in the book called The ABCs of Confidence. It's just not laminated yet.
We need to get that stuff laminated.
You want me to, okay, I didn't know.
Hey, if you're talking about it, then we gotta laminate it. You gotta hold it up.
Okay, all right, we'll get it laminated. We'll get it laminated, and I would make sure I get that one laminated. I've got so many more. I got so many coming. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, hold. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, I think something of a video is going to piggyback off of Ayush here.
All right.
Okay.
Tag team. I like it.
Love it. He says, question.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think happens after death? And if your response will include the word nothing, how would you define this nothing? Since it can give it a definition, is it still nothing?
I don't think about it. It's not. I don't know if it's nothing. I just don't think about it. What I'm focused on is what am I doing while I'm alive. This is like back to people who care about legacy. I don't care about legacy. 0. Like, what am I doing while I'm alive? That's all I'm focused on. Zane was talking about him next week, maybe not being able to be on the stream because he has a dentist appointment. And I told him, next week, dude, next week might as well be next year. And you're talking about what happens after death. I mean, I spend 0 time thinking about it. Nothing. 0 time. 0 times thinking about it. It's just not part of my priorities at all. There's so much life ahead of me. That's where I'm spending all of my energy.
Okay. So I will be on the stream next week for sure. Just a little bit late, but I'll be here. Okay.
With it after,
You know what,
wait, are you doing anything big with the dentist? Are you going to be able to talk? Are you going to be slurring your words? What's going on here?
No, it's a routine checkup. It better be just a cleaning.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It better be.
Yeah. But even if it's something else, they won't take you immediately. You gotta.
Well, because of COVID and everything, this dentist appointment has been rescheduled 3 times.
Yeah. No, I mean that makes sense.
And when I go to this, we both go together, so they see both of us. Okay, guess what, Evan? Guess what? Because I like to stay on the other side, the reserved, conservative side, and not like, oh yeah, I got that. Because I like to be able to produce or back up what I say. But guess what I have?
I don't know. What do you have?
Look at this.
Serve, share, support. Wait, you only had 3 S's. Now there's 4.
Well, no. Okay, what it says here is that the purpose / meaning of life. Each word begins with an S and is 5 letters long. Serve, share, solve, and I put the word support in there as an extra bonus S because at the end of the day, to complete all 3 of those, you need a support system. But the meaning of life is those 3. And they each are 5 letters long. And they start with the letter S. So yeah, woo-hoo, I got it.
All right, but you gotta have that ready. You gotta have that ready.
Okay. Oh my man, let's see it. Look up. Oh, dude. Okay.
Who's your man? What just happened? Who just joined?
Let me tell you what happened.
All right, something big just happened.
Check this out. Okay.
Celebrity sighting. We got a celebrity in the house now.
Okay, I'm gonna get to your question, man. We got 2 celebrities in the house.
All right.
Check this out. Okay, before I gotta tell you, I gotta announce them first, and then I'm gonna get to the question. Okay, Dupre Foster is in the house. He was on Sunday's stream, and he is part of the Readers Club. I'm so excited. He said he was gonna show up, and he's here, man.
Nice.
He's here.
Dupre, is that how you pronounce it? Dupre?
Dupre, yes.
Dupre. All right, welcome aboard, Dupre.
Dupre Foster's in the house. He's got a lovely family, 2 kids. Okay, that's too much information, but he'll tell you. And Dupre, you're here. You can ask. Now, this is my mentor. This is my coach. You can ask. Do you think my answers are good? His is gonna blow you away. So you can ask as many questions as you want and make sure they get answered. Number 2, the next celebrity that's in the house is Terry Wade Thompson.
Oh, snap. Terry.
That's my man right there.
Joining us on the challenge.
Okay, calm down, Zan. Breathe. Okay, woosah.
Woosah? I don't even know what that is.
Okay, I see it. Listen, I saw it in the movies, okay? Woosah. Okay.
All right. Zan, you can tell Zan has got some energy. He's excited here.
The Roddy kid. Hey, listen, they just came in, and that just pumped me up even more. Come
on, you guys made
now.
his day. You guys made his night.
Okay, now, he wants you to, can you summarize your book in, okay, question. Evan, can you summarize your book in 2 minutes?
Humans are built to serve. It's hardwired into you. If you're not happy, it's because you're not serving. To figure that out, you need to figure out your who, your why, and your how, and then learn how to make money on it so your purpose isn't just some side thing you do in the evenings and weekends, but you can use it to actually solve a big problem.
Bam! You see that? And that's what I'm talking about. Hey, just in case. Hey, Mel, we want to do it again. Evan, can you please summarize your book in 2 minutes? I love that answer.
What? I just gave it. Why am I doing it again?
I like it because I like it so much.
Come on. Go rewind. You can watch the replay. Come on.
I was like, that was a great answer, man. Oh, goodness. Okay. Okay, so good. This is good stuff. Okay. All right, guys, listen. You're here. You're intelligent. You're smart. We want some questions, man. Terry's in the house. Come on, Terry. Dupre is in the house. Come on, Dupre. Give us some questions, man. We want them. This is 2021. Let's go. I love it. Okay.
We should ask Dupre what he would grade on Dupre honest grading of of the book club first session on Sunday. Honest grading.
There you go. And question, Terry Wade Thompson, TWT, he says, what are your thoughts about YouTube Shorts?
Still early. I haven't proven that it's worth. The monetization becomes super hard. Yeah, I just haven't proven that it's worth yet. We'll see where it goes. Maybe. Okay, we got a kill. Good, we're doing it. I don't recommend putting on your main channel. It may be a fit for a second channel. I've made a second channel for it. Just haven't proven that it's worth. So for all these things, I like testing it myself before recommending. Hey, you need to go all in on this, right? When I believe you got to go all in, I'll let you know. You know, when I push Zen on doing things, it's like, Zen, you need to do this, right? Because there's a firm belief, right? YouTube Shorts is experiment zone.
Okay. He said understood. Thank you. Okay, Ayush, you are really deep. Ayush says, power of subconscious mind. That's the question.
That's the question? What is the power of the subconscious mind?
Yeah, let's fill in. What is the power of your subconscious mind?
Oh, I think most of what you do is just on default subconscious by what other people are telling you to do from your programming. Like I think it's everything.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow, Drew's not happy.
This Tristana. What in the world?
She's pretty good.
Okay. I'm super excited again. Hold up. Salah's in the house, and she was on the chat. So Sharon
In the house.
Woohoo!
Let's go, Sharon.
You can ask her the question too, Evan. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Ayush real quick. Ayush, you said the power of the subconscious mind. This is one of the best books in the world to read on the power of the subconscious mind. Okay, and I've got a framework for you because Evan says have everything laminated. Here you go. Can you see that framework there?
There you go.
And then this is how the mind really works. 10% is conscious, 90% is subconscious, and that's what controls and runs your entire life. The 90%. Okay.
Yeah, the trick is catching it, right? The trick is catching it. To move from subconscious to conscious becomes the whole game.
Yes.
Most of the time you're running patterns and you've told yourself logical reasons why you can't win. And they're logical, it makes sense. But really, like the last question that we had about I don't have enough money. Well, that's your pattern, just running over and over and over again. You don't have enough money, you don't have the skills, that's the pattern, that's the story you're allowing to run rampant in your mind. Right? So it's catching those. Oh, there I am again. There it is again. Me blaming the lack of resources. I caught it this time. Right? And what are you going to do about it?
Totally. And Ayush, and I'm gonna read this to you real quick. So I've got Dupre got a great paragraph, to answer Evan's question earlier. But real quick, the conscious mind is in control of your willpower, your reasoning, your thinking, your plans, your logical, your critical skills, your how you compare and judge, and what you identify with and you analyze. Okay. And the subconscious is responsible for your imagination, your fears, your values, your habits, your emotions, your feelings, your beliefs, your creativity, your past programming, your relationship patterns, and your spiritual connection. And this is one of the reasons why I teach affirmations, because when you want to change your beliefs, there are two sets of beliefs, conscious and subconscious, but your subconscious beliefs are the ones that really control and direct your life. And I know sometimes people don't want to do the affirmations, but that's the language of the subconscious mind. If you do not do your affirmations on a regular basis, you cannot, it's very difficult to change your beliefs. And that's just one technique, but it's a very effective, powerful technique that you got to get into the subconscious mind. That's why I always recommend look into the mirror, look into your eyes so you can speak past your conscious mind and impact your subconscious mind so you can change your beliefs, and your beliefs control your behavior, your beliefs control your life. Okay, that's it. Okay. So Evan, I'm going to read Dupre's answer, but why don't you ask Salam the question you asked Dupre, because she was on Sunday's call also. That way she can formulate her answer while I read Dupre's answer.
Oh, we're just looking for feedback about the readers group that you were a part of. What would you score it? Give a letter grade. Zane gave himself a B, so we want to know what would you give session number 1?
Because we love feedback. Okay, so having said that, here is Dupre's answer. He said,
All right.
absolutely amazing.
All right, there you go.
He says, great group of supportive people who all had the same mindset. I learned knowing each other's stories allows us to support one another. Zan is the perfect person to lead it. Yes.
That's some love. That's some love right there.
Yes. So this is nice. This is like the best group ever. And Dupre, he greeted Sharon. She's in the house, and she said yes. And then something with video has a question. Yeah. Okay. So, let me go ahead and give Salam's answer real quick. She said, I'll give him an A- because we all have room to grow. Zan is an amazing human. Oh my God.
Zan's getting the hugs. He's getting the virtual hugs. That's what's happening right now.
You know what that does for me, Evan? Because you know how I feel about things. That makes me even want to work harder.
Let's go.
It makes me, because I love when people show love, and it just makes me want to love more and give more. Never ever take it for granted. Always have an attitude of gratitude and just give more, because that's what I'm here for.
Well, and
So
this too is where. So I went on maybe 5 years ago. I went on a little rant at the airport. I got inspired and I went on this rant, basically encouraging people to support smaller creators, smaller entrepreneurs, because the feedback is so important at the beginning. Mm-hmm. And if you love somebody's video, if you think Zane did a great job, right? If you, look at the feedback. Look at how happy he is, right? Look at everything that he's saying, because you guys gave a little bit of extra love, where we don't often think enough to actually do that for people. So on my YouTube channel now, for example, we get so many comments every day that I'm spoiled. But I used to treasure every single comment that came in. It's like, oh, I got a comment. Oh, somebody commented on my video. Are you kidding me? It's amazing. And you hang on that. And sometimes that could be the difference between continuing or not continuing. Yeah. Sometimes that one comment could be the difference between that person making more videos or staying in business or not, because they feel, we're all built to serve. And when you see that there's no feedback and you're not getting the results, you feel like you're not serving. And so people will often quit and give up way too soon. So I encourage people, if it's a small creator, oh, am I going to die? No. If it's a small creator that you like their video, just leave the extra time to try to tell them what it meant. Give them a little bit extra feedback. I always try for a small channel. If I like the video and it's a small channel, I'll always not always, but I try to make the extra effort to leave a comment, where I know if I'm watching somebody else's channel, it's like they're not going to probably even see this comment. So anyway, I wanted this rant on the airport, walking up and down the hall. I just think it's important. I think it's like you see Zane's face light up. You hear him say it makes him want to work extra hard. And that's not just Zane, that's everybody. So you know how good it feels to get feedback, and we can all do a little bit more to give feedback. Again, if you felt that it was valuable, right? Like Zane set this thing up out of his own free will. I mean, he asked me if he could do it. It wasn't my idea. It was all Zane gets all the credit. And to say, hey, thank you, man, that meant a lot. That's gold right there for Zane. And it takes 8 seconds to do.
Yes, platinum. But you know what? And the reason why it means so much to me is because they don't have to do it. But number one, it's still based on merit. It's based on what you did, so they don't have to give you no BS behind it. Yeah, and you can always make adjustments if necessary.
Yeah, well, listen, you can. Often we feel it. We just don't put in that little bit of effort. Like I'm sure, you know, I'm sure the people who are here, who are in the chat, I'm sure they loved it, and I'm sure the people who joined who aren't here in the chat, I'm sure they loved it too, even if it wasn't perfect or they have other ideas. But how many people said, "Thank you. Hey, that was awesome. Really cool." And listen, I could do a better job too. Everybody can. It's just another reminder. Anytime I hear a story like that, it's another reminder that makes me want to go on Instagram. I love doing this. I go to Instagram and I go to one of my followers and I look for someone with a small account and I just leave a comment on their IG post, right? A lot of I just had Grant Cardone on my channel, for example. He's not paying attention to all of the chat that's happening on his comments, right? If I leave a comment there, he may see it, but probably won't. He just gets flooded with so many comments. But there's a lot of people who get 0 comments on their IG, 0 comments. And then if it's somebody who's they're following, right, who then leaves a comment on their post, it's like, oh my God, somebody left a comment, right? And we can all do that. Everybody, we've all got IG followers following us who you could spend 8 seconds and leave a comment on their post. Find something nice to say. And that might be the difference for them between posting again or never posting again on Instagram.
Totally agree. Hey, I agree with Dupre. He says, "Amen." So your rant was a sermon. Okay, so Teresa, welcome. Her last name is Evans. Like your name is Evan. It's Evans.
Teresa,
so
is that what you said? Teresa?
Teresa, yes.
Teresa,
So,
welcome.
So while you're here, Teresa and Sharon, ask questions because this is the guy. He's got some wonderful answers for you. Okay, so Dupre he got a question. Here we go. This is good. What are the top 3 ways to promote myself as a mindset confidence coach? I just started my YouTube channel in November.
The number one thing I want to see you do is coach people. Anybody who's a coach, if you want to make money coaching, show me you coaching. That's the number one. You don't need 3. I want to see you coaching people. I want to see a daily show of you live coaching people with what was the topic? What does he do?
Mindset confidence coach.
Mindset and confidence. Great. So I want you to find people to go with you every day. And the easiest spot is to do an Instagram live together. And every day at whatever time, 11 a.m., you're going to do your show where you coach somebody. Not just you sharing opinions, not just you, even look, Zen for coaching. It's not just you holding up a laminated piece of paper. That doesn't make you a good coach. I need to see you coaching. So I need to see you changing somebody's mindset and getting more confidence live in the moment. And what that's going to do is, one, bring more people to watch and learn. And for people who won't be able to afford a coach, they can at least learn through osmosis. And other people will look at that and say, oh my God, this guy is insane. It's awesome. How do I work with you? I don't want to make it public like that, but how can I hire you? Right? That's the number one tip. Whatever you want to make money doing, show me the process of you doing it.
Perfect. Okay, good. Salam chat, she's agreeing with what you were saying earlier. She said, yes, it is for me. I make sure, since I'm not a huge channel yet, I'm all inside those comments. And Terry Wade Thompson said, yes, support comes in many forms, but the many forms are inspiring to want to continue to do what we do. Although I like feedback, I grow from both positive and negative. Good. Okay, Teresa Evans, she says, great topic, keep up the good work. And Salam Chat says, I love the diversity in all the groups. No one is in the judgment zone. We are all there to support. I love it. Yes. I want her to ask you a question, Salam. She's like, I know what he's going to say. Ask him anyways. It might be a different answer.
Okay, so hold on. If you know what I'm gonna say, then how come you're not taking the action on it? Why has it not become ingrained yet?
Ooh, okay. So Sharon, there you go in the comment section. If you know what he's gonna say, how come you're not taking action on it? Let's go ahead and have a jam session on that. Oh no, I meant to the. Oh, okay. She meant to the praise answer. She knew what you was gonna say to his answer. But what's your question? You're here. We want to make sure we serve you and answer your questions. So you have 1 or 2 burning questions that we can answer for you. Okay. Okay, so Terry Wade Thompson says he agrees. Some of the bigger influencers do not always respond back, but I have engaged with some of the big influencers and received a comment back to include shoutouts in their IG lives. Okay, and let me see what else we have. Okay, he says, for example, I always get a shout out in C2 Fletcher's IG live stream. He engages at the personal level with everyone.
Yeah.
Finally.
And you finally? Oh, Drew's happy. Drew got a kill. Drew's chiming in. Drew's stressing out about this game. Yeah, and listen, it may not be. It's hard, right? When you get so many people commenting, it's hard to stay on top of everything. I wouldn't worry about judging the big influencers for their lack of responding to people. It's more, what can you do? You know, and every day it's easy to go to one of your followers and look at something they've posted and just leave a comment. That's pretty easy to do. That is a under 1 minute activity that you can do every day, and that will definitely brighten that person's day. That they're following you. They like you for some reason, right? And then that you left a comment on their post will definitely brighten their day.
And my day is bright, man. Look who's in the chat. I'm excited. This is so cool. Oh, this is so cool. Okay. Okay, are you still here, Ayush? He wants Evan. Okay, here's the question. Define spirituality.
Again, like these, I don't care. So I don't care about definitions. What's spirituality? How does the answer give you something meaningful, right? What's an entrepreneur? How does that answer help you with anything that you're dealing with in your life? So I'm less concerned about definitions and more concerned about you actually having a happy life. So what is the answer to that? How does that question help you with anything?
Okay, Ayush, we want to hear the answer to that. So type your answer, type in your response. We want to hear the answer to that. And something with video, he says, I know this may vary from country to country. Okay, go back.
All right.
Question.
Question.
Question. I know this may vary from country to country, but do you have good general tips on how to save more money while traveling?
How to save more money while traveling. Okay, that's an interesting one. So, when I was first getting started, oh, I'm gonna die. Am I gonna die? Oh no, hold on. Hey, Zanya's for the win. Okay, I got it back. When I was first getting started, I had no money. Right. I remember when the first time I got asked to speak and they wanted to take me business class. I'm like, business class? No, don't worry about that. I'm just getting started. I felt not worthy enough. One, I always tried to turn into a business. So how can you turn the trip itself into some kind of business opportunity for you? Two, now it's so much easier with all the websites. I mean, right now with COVID, it's probably difficult, but between Airbnbs and couch surfing and just meeting people, there's a lot of websites that you can use to connect. I'd be looking for some kind of work that I could do remotely where I didn't need to have, like what I do right now. I don't have to be here in Toronto. We just got off the call with someone who I invested into, Bo, who is looking at being able to move out from the UK and move to Portugal. And he can do that now because of the business that we started, right? It's like, you don't have to be there in the UK if you don't want to be there anymore, right? It's super easy. You can go. This business, most of our clients are in North America anyway, right? You can go anywhere you want. So looking for work that you can do. And then I'd just be careful about where you're actually spending the money. Like, do you have to, I pick a few select things that you really want to do. And always look for hacks. Like we went to, where did we go recently? Small things like this. We went on a hike near my area, and we took my nieces and nephews, and there was this park that was there, and we paid, I don't know, $10 for parking or $15 for parking to get into the park, right? No big deal. And then as we're walking, there's if you don't go to the main entrance, there's just basically parking on the street and you can walk right in, which everybody did. And that's what I would be looking for. Like, how do you get in? How do you get in without, like, legally, right? I'm not trying to sneak in or something, but what are the hacks? What are the ways? For anywhere you're going, I would look up hacks for X country to save money, and you'll get lots of cool ideas. Yeah, I mean, I used to eat the same bean salad lunch for lunch every day. Like, it was bean salad. I made it myself. It was just mixed beans with olive oil, some oregano, and salt and pepper. And it was this giant can that I can get for, I don't know, 50 cents or something. And that would be my lunch. And it would fill me up and let me go on through the day, right? Because I had no money. It's boring, right? You're not going out and eating at the fancy restaurants, but that kind of thing could allow you to travel. When I did my early travels, now I also don't care about food as much. Traveling with Nina changed a lot of things, so she always wants to try the local food, and I'm much more about trying the experiences. But anyway, I would just go to McDonald's. Like, just go to McDonald's. I know I'm going to get there, get my Big Mac combo, done. Next, keep moving, keep seeing the next thing. Walk everywhere instead of taking the cab, right? You get a great exercise. I love walking to see a city instead of taking cabs or renting a car. Those are some basics. I mean, it's probably all over the place. I haven't been asked that question, so I like it.
And I just got a little small comment on the end. Don't travel by yourself. Travel with a partner. That cuts the cost out real quick.
There you go.
Okay. Couple of quick comments by Terry Wade Thompson.
Welcome,
He said,
welcome.
I spend about 10 minutes a day leaving comments. You're right. It's not much effort to engage. He says, but thousands of comments is a whole other level. Okay. Question. Here we go. I love it. Question. And this is so timely and appropriate too. Dupre Foster says, question. How did you feel about being forced to cancel your Built to Serve tour after finding out that COVID restrictions would have most likely canceled it?
Read that again?
Okay. He said, how did you feel about being forced to cancel your Built to Serve tour after finding out that COVID restrictions would have most likely canceled it?
Got it. So, yeah. So just for clarity, and it sounds like from how he asked the questions, he knows this, but COVID did not cancel my tour. The United States government, or at least one border officer, canceled my tour, which sounds like he knew, like, hey, how do you feel that you were forced to cancel it, even though COVID would have canceled it? Yeah, honestly, as soon as it was canceled, the thing that came through this is my thought process. As soon as it happened, okay, who do I have to make it up to? Because my biggest fear is disappointing other people, right? So I immediately thought, okay, I need to cancel. I need to let everybody know who came on the tour, who bought tickets, who are, close, who've purchased it, who I'm now disappointing. I can refund them. I could. It's not going to let them down that much. I could refund them and we'll be okay. I can give them some extra bonuses. I forget what I threw in, but it's fine. So then I thought, okay, fast forward through my whole trip. There were some partners that we were going to do some stuff with, and it's fine. All of those people I can make it up to. No problem. Then it came to Jeremy and Ray, who were the two guys I was bringing with me. So they both canceled their next 3 months to be with me. Jeremy, not the end of the world. I mean, I've invested in his business. He can work from anywhere. Ray, though, was in teacher's college and took a semester off to come and do this. And that made me feel terrible. I thought it was a great experience, but now the fact that he had to cancel his semester and now that the tour wasn't happening, that made me feel terrible. So I told them, guys, I feel terrible. They're like, don't worry about it. It's okay. It happens. We drove home from the Niagara border, and I said, let's go get some food, because we were in the customs office for a couple hours. And let's find a nice restaurant. Like, let's not just go to McDonald's or something. Like, put something on my bill, like, because I feel guilty. And we found the Keg. I don't know if you guys, Dan, do you know Keg? Is that a...
You mean like beer? Keg of beer?
No, the Keg. Okay, so the Keg it's a steakhouse. It's a steakhouse. It's not like upper end, but it's medium tier steakhouse. And that's probably the best we were going to get on the highway between Toronto the U.S. border. There's not like fancy restaurants on, the highway. So we went to the keg and I said, guys, order anything you want. And I forget what the bill came out to be. It wasn't that crazy, a couple $100 or something. But it's like, instead of me spending, all these meals for months here, let's just do this. Come on. And so we made it up. I made it up to them after that dinner. And then from there, I just stopped thinking about it. Like, okay, here it is. Now what? We just started working on getting back to work, right? Once I didn't have to worry about disappointing people anymore, then it was just, let's get back. This is a new plan. It's a gift. It's the best. Let's go. What's next? COVID hit what, March?
Yeah, March. Yeah.
So, maybe a little sooner. I forget when, I think we started taking it serious in Canada ahead of you guys in the US, but not by much. So I would have been almost done the tour by then. I might have been stuck in New York at the time, which would not have been great because New York at the start of COVID was pretty nasty.
Zero. Yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't think about it. I just don't think, in those 2 months, I did so much work on other stuff, and that was a priority. So once I made it up to the people who I thought I might disappoint, then it just became about what's next, and I stopped thinking about the tour. And then Movement Makers was created.
That's right.
Yeah, Movement Makers became the tour. People say, why don't you do a virtual tour? I don't want to do a virtual tour. I don't know about that virtual tour. I don't like that idea. But then, how about I do Movement Makers? So if I did the tour, I wouldn't have Movement Makers.
And I was the first one. Okay, I was in the first. I wasn't the first one, but I was there from the beginning. From the very beginning, I was in Movement Makers, and from day one, I love it. Okay, so talking about virtual. First of all, Ruben, welcome to the stream. We're gonna get to your question in a minute because we got Terry Wade Thompson question coming up because it connects with what you just said about virtual. Great question, Terry, and I want to hear the answer to this because I know about Brandon Bouchard's Influencer Summit. I know about the stuff with Evan Pagan and James Mayo, and he's been all over the place. But I'm gonna let him give you a great answer to this. Okay, so Terry Wade Thompson, question is, how have you approached virtual summits, and which ones have you participated in? Great one. Joe Polish. Okay, I'll let him answer.
How have I approached? So, okay, I guess it's
summits, and which ones have you participated in?
Which I haven't. I don't even remember. I've been in a whole bunch.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
I don't really keep track of these things. I've done a whole bunch. Virtual. I haven't approached it for me to make a summit. I don't. Again, Movement Makers has kind of become that for me, and then I'm launching Brandlytics, which is going to be focused another membership, but focused heavily on data. But I don't see myself doing my own virtual summit anytime soon. How I approach it is I want to know who the audience is. I'm doing one tomorrow. Mark Lack is in my group with Evan Pagan. He's running his event tomorrow, and he asked me if I could join. Like, hey, I'm happy to, let's do it. Let's make it happen. I want to know who the audience is. I want to know roughly what I'm talking about. And then I think the biggest thing about virtual that people miss is you've got the opportunity to interact with the audience. The thing that gives me an edge in virtual summits is I've done so much streaming and IG lives and so much stuff live. And I'm used to seeing a chat box come in and interacting with people. Even this, I want it to be based off of what you guys are asking. When Zane was talking at the start and we went off on some long story, like, hey Zane, is there anybody in the chat? Like, can we get back to are there people here? Like, my default is to build it around who's there. And so my ideal is always set a little bit of context so that they know who I am and why I'm here and what I'm capable of. And then make it based off of what they want to hear. So when you're speaking on stage, that's a little harder because there's no interaction while you're on stage. So I find myself mingling with people beforehand, understanding what their business is, why they're here, what they're all about, so that when I get on stage, I have a sense of the audience so I can deliver value from them. When you're doing a virtual event, you see the live feedback. You see it happening on the spot. And I love rolling with the audience. And so I don't have this game plan all laid out from the top. I have a general sense of where I want to go. And then I want to dance with the audience because I think that's what gives them the best result, where it's not just hearing my photocopied speech, it's jamming with the audience. The one we did recently with Eben's group that Zan was a part of,
Amazing.
yeah, that was harder for me because I couldn't see the chat. So it was me and James, which is Eben's business partner. We're in a Zoom. He's on Facebook and he's reading the chat, and I can't see it. And so we didn't work out the logistics ahead of time. I thought it was all going to be in Zoom, but anyway, that's my fault for not asking. And so I'm just talking to him, and he's looking at the comments, and that kind of destroys me when I'm doing a speech in a virtual summit because I love to be able to bounce with the audience. I think that's actually the greatest experience. So for people who love Q&A, it's amazing, and I would much rather do Q&A than do a set speech. For people who love doing their speeches, you can still do it. There's nothing wrong with it. It just gives a lot more instant feedback than you would get in a normal speech.
And I was there. It was one of the best ever because do you remember what you talked about? You remember you talked about this?
The ultimate coaching process?
Yes.
Yeah. We really should put that into Movement Makers. That should be a Movement Maker session at some point.
Yeah, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay.
Because we talk about coaching, but we don't talk about how to coach.
Yes.
Anyway.
Or even giving them a methodology, because just the part about wear their own skin is amazing. Just that's a whole course in itself. Because that's a skill set to wear someone else's skin. That if coaches could learn to do that, okay. So I just thought the whole thing was amazing, totally amazing.
All right.
Okay. So you know, guys, we normally answer a lot of business questions here.
Okay.
But we're willing to take on all type of questions about spirituality, this, that. But I like this next question because this next question, even though it's not business, but it affects everything in life. Okay. So the question is...
That's quite the setup, Zan. I'm excited for this question.
This is a good question.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Well, hold on. Salon said, "Don't forget my questions above, Zan." Which one? Salon, I want to see it.
Zan.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and double check because I want to make sure I want her question. Okay, I'm gonna go back and double check. In the meantime, here's the question, the big one.
Okay.
Evan, how do you overcome jealousy in a relationship?
More self-love. The problem is you don't love yourself enough, and so you get jealous. Period. How do you get more self-love? By doing difficult things, by having goals for yourself, by taking on challenges that you didn't think you were possible. That's it, period. Like, the problem is not jealousy. The problem is a lack of self-love. You've tied your identity to that person behaving a certain way, whether it's jealousy in a business relationship, in a one-on-one relationship, like in a personal relationship. More self-love. The problem is a lack of self-love.
Great answer. Salam, please, can you please retype your question because I don't see it. So can you retype your question here? I scrolled up and down, I don't see it. So no matter how many questions you ask, please retype them. Make sure Evan gets they get over to Evan. And Drew Hitchcock, he's in the building. He says, Evan, what is Brandalytics?
Brandalytics is my new venture. Where I had a YouTube growth bootcamp, which I'm stopping, and I'm turning it into a membership called Brandalytics. What I found was I love the experience of Movement Makers, of helping people one-on-one, even in a group setting. I think it's a much better learning environment and experience, and I can always keep the content super fresh and up to date. And so I'm turning YouTube growth bootcamp into Brandalytics. Instead of a product, it's going to be the membership. The course is still there. Anybody who bought it is already in. You can still keep using the content. That's fine. But for new people coming in, it's going to be just about the membership. So that starts. We barely have anything up. I just threw a landing page together, but that's coming up relatively soon. End of the month, I think, is the first one. I'd have to double check. But yeah, I'm very excited about it. It's going to be a little more advanced. It's a heavy look at the data. So the goal is to do 2 sessions a month, just like Movement Makers, 85 minutes, similar to Movement Makers. One is going to be around a topic that we want to talk about. And the other one is going to be a case study where I'm going to look at somebody's channel, give me access to your analytics. We're going to go through it together. I'm going to be building out tools and other things on top of it, but that's a starting point. So I'm really excited about it. I think Movement Makers really created something special, and now we're going to basically replicate it, but for a little more advanced data to build your brand.
Okay, great. Okay, so Mr. or Mrs. from Ukraine, welcome. Because I don't know how to pronounce the name because it's like a lot of characters, and I don't understand that. So we want to welcome you to the stream. Love from Ukraine. Only with your help, I can learn English well. And
oh, nice. I've told this story a couple of times, but he probably hasn't heard it. My mom learned English by watching TV shows. So she came from Italy to Canada and knew no English, and she learned it by watching TV shows. And so it's super cool that a lot of people watch my videos to learn English, and I think it's great. It's great. It's kind of like a full circle moment, the ability to pay it forward. And what helped my mom is now helping so many people. And I think when you're interested in the topic, it's so much easier to learn the language than when you're just forced to read out of a textbook and forced to memorize grammar. And so, anyway, it always makes me feel good when I know people are using the channel to improve their English.
Okay, great. So Salam says, it's saying that her comment was too long. That's why it didn't show up. Okay. So break it up. You can break up your comment or your question into like 3 or 4, and we will get them right away. Because I don't want to miss anything that you have to ask Evan, because she is a real smart one. She's very smart, Evan. I
know. Hey, she's in Movement Makers. We did our IG live together. It's great.
Amazing. Okay, so here we go. Question. Salam says, so how do you handle a breakout video that's not directly related to the hairstylist that I speak to, but has to do with hair as well?
A breakup video?
Let me read it. Let me take my time. Read it again.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
So how do you handle a breakout video?
Breakout video. Okay. I thought you said break up video. Okay. Breakout video that has nothing to do with the content on her channel. Yeah.
Okay, but meaning that it has 4,000 views.
Yeah. No, that's great.
What's on channel?
Yeah. If you don't want to make more content on it, then don't make more content on it, right? You don't do anything.
It's a breakout video. Is like a viral video?
Yeah, it did well. Like it broke out. I thought you said break up, but breakout means it broke out compared to normal videos for her channel. It did super well. But if that's not what you want to be making content on long term, then it's fine. Just leave it as it is. It'll keep growing. And then keep making your new content.
She says, well, it has to do with hair, though.
It becomes, this is a long-term play. You gotta have the perspective to think kind of above your brand. What do you want to be known for? Do you want to be known as the lady who makes videos about hair? Or not, right? That's what you gotta decide and then make content towards that. I wouldn't delete it, but if you're gonna make more, the next strategy, if this was inside your niche, the next strategy is great. Double down on that. Go make more videos. It's what I did with the top 10 series, right? Kanye took off. It did well. Awesome. Let's go make more top 10s. People wanted me to do, I think Dame Dash was the next one, or Jay-Z and Jeff Bezos, and we did a lot of them. I was cool with doing those. It fit me and it made me feel good. Do you want to be the hair person, right? Or do you want to be the salon owner person? And you just decide. And then from there, your content strategy becomes a lot easier.
Okay. So, Sharon, let us know how did that sit for you? Want to do a follow up because she says, but it has to do with hair. I'm so confused with that. That's okay. Did he clear up? Did he clear things up for you, or do you need more clarity? So if you need more clarity, give us some more information. Let us know how. You know, she says I'm torn. Okay.
So Zen, like you're doing confidence coaching, for example, right now,
Yes.
right? So if you made a video that talked about relationships, which you did, relationship coaching in the past, right?
Right.
Does it relate to confidence? Sure, it's in the same niche. It's kind of related. It's not totally. It's not like it's a DJ video or something.
Correct.
It's in the same world, but it's not what you want to kind of get known for. So
Right.
if your relationship video starts taking off compared to all your other videos, what do? That's essentially my understanding of the question. So the normal strategy would be, hey, video's taking off, double down, do more, do more, do more. But if you don't want to be known as the relationship guy, making more relationship videos is not going to serve your ultimate purpose. You got to get making confidence videos. So if you want to be known, Sharon, if you want to be known as the hair person, and that's a part of your mix, great. But what we tend to do is bucket ourselves and then end up regretting it, because the devil always comes with a bag of money, and you don't want to end up hating what you're doing, making videos, just because it's working, but not actually liking the content that you're making.
You know what's so good about this? This is so good because it's all in the book. Your who and your why does not change. Your how.
What page, Zane? This is what we need. We need the reference. Come on now.
I gotta get to the other questions. Okay. But I just want to make a quick comment. Your who, your why does not change. Okay? Because for me, confidence is everything in everything. So no matter what it is that you're doing, I don't care if it's business, relationship, whatever, at the end of the day, you gotta come back to confidence. I don't care what it is you want to achieve or whatever you want to be in life. Confidence is always going to be the constant. So if relationship takes off because of confidence, I'm always going to keep embedding confidence in everything about whatever I'm teaching in relationships. If it takes off with my entrepreneurship brand and business brand, I'm always going to keep embedding confidence in there. You follow me? So confidence, your who and your why does not change. The how.
This is what you need to do. Anytime you're referencing the book, you make a note to then go look it up. And then you need to have a laminated PDF.
Yep.
So you can pull out, okay, that quote that you like, right? I mean, there's lots of quotes that you like, but that quote that you like, it stuck out. Then you go look it up and you say, like it says on page 98 of Build to Serve, your who and your why do not change. So you have your little cheat sheet,
Yes. Page 11. Your who and why do not change.
You're allowed to cheat. You're allowed to have a cheat sheet in this class. You have your cheat sheet.
Okay, we got a lot of stuff to get to. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm excited because all the questions are coming in. Okay, I love it. Hang in there with us, guys. I got a lot to juggle here. Okay, so going back earlier to the Ukraine that welcomed us and that was here, because I just want to get back to Solange's questions because we missed it earlier, or she didn't get a chance to get it out, but we did. He says, Evan, what book? Where are you at? Evan, what is the last book you read?
Last night I was reading Principles by Ray Dalio. I'm a super slow reader. My goal is to get 10 pages a night. I don't get most of my learning from books, but a lot of people send me books. A lot of my friends will send me books too, and so I like to try to learn, share from them, and also be able to kind of update people. So Principles by Ray Dalio was the last one I read.
Okay, Mr. Ayush, he's asked this question twice, so I mean he really wants to hear the answer. Okay, here we go. Question, Evan, theory of relativity.
What's the question?
That's what he said, theory of relativity. So he just got theory of relativity with a question mark.
I have no idea.
I guess, what is the theory of relativity, or do you like the theory of relativity? What do you think about the theory of relativity?
I have no opinion on the theory of relativity. I spend no time thinking about the theory of relativity.
There you go.
So
like Einstein?
I think Einstein is actually genius, but I don't know how that serves me. How does it serve me? I mean, like all these things, I'm just asking, how does it serve me where I'm at right now to get to the next step? So listen, if Drew gets so upset after this live stream that I don't know much about the theory of relativity and he can show me this concept will change your life, I'm down, man. Yes. Show me. Teach me. Tell me.
Okay, so here we go. Okay. Okay, hold tight, Salon. I got you coming. Hold tight. Let me just get these other two out the way real quick. Aman Khan has just joined us. Welcome, Aman Khan. And his question is, I've been making weekly timetables and keeping one day free to catch up on things really help. Okay, man, it's a comment. Okay.
I've been keeping weekly timetables for what purpose?
Yeah, what's your purpose, Mr. Khan? Why have you been keeping weekly timetables and keeping one day free to catch up on things really help? It's not really formed as a question, but let us know where you're going with that. Okay, so the question earlier about jealousy, okay? Here's a follow-up. Ruben says, so by loving myself more, I won't be afraid to be alone, or what's the purpose?
By loving yourself more is a great cure-all answer for a lot of things.
Yes.
Self-love is one of the biggest problems in the world, right? So by loving yourself more, you solve a lot. So specifically, what is he asking? I won't be afraid to be alone? Like by having more self-love, you'll actually be able to find the person who supports the life that you want to live. If you don't love yourself, you can't bring the best of you to a relationship. It's just not going to happen. You're going to be constantly living in insecurity. And then you need somebody else to show up and be somebody for you.
Yeah. And Ruben, I'm going to dig a little bit deeper on this. When you're talking about jealousy in relationships, are you talking about with someone you're in love with, or like when your friends are more successful than you are, or you see other people doing things? Because that's a relationship also. Are we talking about sibling rivalry? So give us a little bit more context on what do you mean by jealousy and how it applies to what the answer we're giving you, so we can just nail it right on. Okay, Salon chat. This is good. Okay, this is good. Here we go. Okay, this week our homework in that area in the book. So I'll have more clarity on it by our call on Sunday. The answer I'm going to give you is yes. You'll have more clarity. So Evan, this is continuation. So Evan, I had my first mastermind for a hairstylist. The video is 2 hours long. What should be my strategy? Ooh, that's a good one.
I had my first mastermind for a hairstylist. The video was 2 hours long. What should be my strategy?
Now Drew says turn it into a course.
I would turn it into public content. I would make it. I would post it. Like I would, if you have any kind of editing capabilities. And listen, my 11-year-old nephew on the weekend, I taught how to do some very basic editing of just like cutting some parts out using YouTube Studio. And he's got his first video up on how to make lots of money on Roblox quickly. Bloxburg, which is another game. So I would take it, more than selling to a course, I want you to get traction for your business. I want people to see what goes on inside. If that was a private event, then I wouldn't put up the whole video for free. I would put up pieces of it and say, here's what you get inside of my mastermind. Here's the link to join.
Okay, let me connect what she just said here. So it said, yes, remember that was about our live, what our live was about, I believe.
Got it. So if it's a free mastermind, then yes, then the whole thing is public. The whole thing is public, and keep doing them. If it was a paid mastermind, then you take a clip of it and you put it to your channel 10 minutes plus. And then you keep doing them.
So here's the response. Okay, said, yeah, no course need to be an audience first. And yes, it was private. Next one is a few weeks. The next one is in a few weeks.
I get that it was private, but is it paid? Was it paid or was it free? If it's free,
Okay.
what? It was paid?
No, I'm asking. I'm sending it to her to answer that question. Was it paid or was it private?
Got it. Okay.
Was it free?
If it's free, I want you to do one every week or every 2 weeks and keep making it public with maybe some minimal editing, just cutting out buts, and kind of mistakes at the beginning, or welcoming people, which isn't going to be super valuable. If you don't have the time or know how to do that, then just post the whole video raw.
Okay, so here we go. So, okay, now it's more clear. She said, "No, me and Evan, you guys had a live on IG, and that was about her strategy. So, I know our strategy was for free. Well, no, our strategy was for me to do a free mastermind sessions,
Great. Yeah, and every like 2 weeks or something, right?
free and private.
Okay, so what was our game plan to bring in people to the free?
Okay, so yeah, Sharon, answer that real quick. Okay, while she's answering that, let's see what we got here. Okay." Okay, I'm gonna ask him. Okay, Ayush, he wants to know how to use power of anger to achieve something hard.
You can go to the dark side. You can remember all the people who told you couldn't do it, or get angry at yourself for not following through. Ultimately, I'm not a fan. We've talked about this a couple times on the stream. In general, I like making decisions from a more positive place, and it's hard to be angry when you have empathy. So, what are you angry at? What are you so angry at? And then give yourself perspective, and it usually gets rid of the anger and puts you in a more positive space. That's what I'll default to. It's not for everybody, but the way that people do use the anger is you remember all the people who told you couldn't make it, your parents, your friends, your teachers. You remember all the people who told you couldn't make it, and then you go and you prove them wrong. There's a big danger in staying in that zone for too long, because if you're doing something just to prove somebody else wrong, it's misguided. It's a dark approach and doesn't ultimately serve what you can do. If you have to use it in small scenarios just to get you over a certain hump, then go for it. But I think the bigger game would be to try to learn how to have more perspective and empathy, so you can be happier and make better decisions.
Cool. So here's the follow-up. She's saying that hunting is her strategy for now, and for getting people on her mastermind sessions.
Okay, so you're doing, and I apologize for not remembering all the details of our IG Live while I'm playing this, but you're going to be doing like direct DMs to people to say, "Hey, I'm doing this mastermind session. It's free. Come join us." If you're going to be doing like direct messaging hunting that way, then yes, and you put a clip up on your channel, and then you use that clip. You take the best moment. Like, think about who was on the channel that, like, what was the best conversation you had? If I was doing it for here, we think, what was the best conversation that I had here? What was my best answer? What was the best moment? And then you clip that, and that's the only thing that goes up on your channel. And then at the end, it says, "Hey, we do this every 2 weeks or every week. To get on our next one, go to whatever website."
Okay, talk to us. Say yes, sir. Okay, yeah. So she's responding to that. You recognize it. Okay, so how does that work for you, there, Sharon? And also, Zotis. He says, "Yo, Evan, long time no see. How are you? Happy New Year." Zotis, Zottis.
Welcome.
Okay, here we go. Okay, we get a little deep here. I love it. Okay. So Ruben says, "Person I'm in love with becoming jealous of other guys interacting with her. I don't like being jealous. It bothers me. I feel like it's a negative feeling. I'd rather be happy."
So self-love, it's a lack of self-love. You don't love yourself enough, and you see in those other guys something you're missing or potentially lacking, and that's not going to lead to your own happiness or their happiness of the relationship. Like, if your girlfriend is always feels like her hands are tied and she can't do anything because you're always looking over her shoulder, it's not a happy life for her either.
Yeah, women do not like jealous boyfriends. They do not like jealous.
It's just insecurity and lack of self-love. That's what we need to fix.
Yep. So yeah, so your question should be about how do you? Okay, I let him give us a follow-up response to what Evan just said. Okay, Ruben. Okay. So Mr. Ukraine or Mrs. Ukraine says, "Do you know where I can find English speakers for learning language?"
There's a few websites. There's like language exchange websites. I haven't looked into it, but I know some people. We even had somebody on our page the other day who was saying they were, remember the Japanese guy? They're on his page or something. Oh my God! It was the video guy who was saying that he met a girl in the comment section of somebody else's page.
Yeah, that's right. Something with it. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would look at a website. This is the enemy top laner is not happy with me. Okay. Listen, I'm not supposed to be your friend, buddy. Let's go.
Oh, good news. Good news. Okay. And Neil Ray, hello. Welcome to the stream. And let's see. She said, this is Salon Chat. This is Sharon. She says, yes, that works. Also, I just finished my very first thought leadership video based on the Movement Maker format.
Oh, snap.
Feedback.
Oh, snap. That's awesome. Congrats.
And look at the support in the chat. So Dupre says, Sharon, I'm looking forward to seeing this. See there? Look at that.
Yeah. Hey, that's the power of movement makers and just being being around supportive people. That's really great. Congrats.
Yes, congratulations. Yes.
Post it in movement makers.
Oh yes, good. Post it in movement makers.
Post the link. Say it's your first one. Celebrate the win. You know it's important. It's a good milestone.
Ruben, great question. I was gonna like, you know how lawyers get leading questions. I was gonna lead this for you. I said I wanted you to figure this one out. So here's the follow-up question for Ruben.
Okay.
And the jealousy and all that. This is great because that's what I want you to ask him. Okay, here we go. Question, great question. He says, how do I become aware of my insecurities, or how can I outgrow? Okay, repeat. How do I become aware of my insecurities, or how can I outgrow this, or build more self-love?
So awareness is the first step. It's the easiest way is looking backwards. So you start looking backwards on something that happened. Think about if you notice that it comes up in a relationship, you're already doing it, right? Like even coming here and sharing what you shared shows a level of awareness that this is happening in your life and you don't want it to happen anymore, right? So that's already a fantastic start. You're doing it. Great. Now we need to get a little closer to the moment. So what I mean by that is you notice that it happened and are we fighting it? You notice that it did happen and you weren't happy with how you reacted, but now, like how long was that ago? Was that a month ago? Was that a week ago? Was that a day ago? And your goal is to constantly lower that timeline. So instead of it taking you a month to figure it out or a week to figure it out, now it's going to take you 6 days and then 5 days and then 4 days and then 2 days and then 1 day, right? And then it's going to happen on the same day. You'll notice it happening. You react the way you react, the way you don't want to react, the jealous way out of instinct, out of we talked about the power of the subconscious mind. This is just your subconscious pattern happening right now. You're going to catch it at some point in the moment, right? You're not catching it yet because it's subconscious, so it's automatic, and this is what we need to change. At some point, if you keep paying attention to it, if you keep in the moment, you're going to be jealous, but you're not going to say, "Oh, I'm being jealous. I shouldn't do this," right? That's not how you're going to act. You're gonna yell and freak out or be sad or whatever your normal pattern is for how you deal with these situations. But then you're gonna get to the point, this magical point. So you keep rewarding yourself not for the action of not being jealous, because you're always gonna be jealous at the beginning, right? So don't hit yourself hard for not being perfect yet. Your goal right now is just to catch it faster. To go from catching it the next day to catching it today to catching it in the moment. And then you're going to get to this magical place, this really magical place where you're catching it in the moment, where you're about to react. She did something that really wasn't that bad. It's just your insecurities catching up with you. And in the moment, you're going to realize, oh my God, I'm about to do that thing. I'm about to I really want to react the way I normally react. It's about to happen. It's about to happen all over again like it always does. And I really want to do it. But you know what? I'm not going to do it this time. And that takes an insane amount of strength and courage and fortitude that that once you do it, this is the process of building self-love. Like she says, I'm going to go out and see my my friend from high school, Richard, right? And your first thought's going to be, Richard? Who the heck is this Richard guy? What does he do? And let me look him up on Facebook. Who's this Richard? I don't like this Richard. She shouldn't be seeing this Richard guy. You're like, whatever your typical thought process is. And then in that process, I want you to catch it. I want you to catch it. I want you to catch yourself and say, you know what? This is just me being insecure again. I trust her. We have a loving relationship. I want to stop being this guy. I'm tired of being this guy. I don't want to be him anymore. And then how do you change your behavior? You say, you know what? Go have fun with Richard. Call him up and see how he's doing. I'll see you tonight. Right? And that might be super hard to say, but that's the process. And you know what? That's going to create a much better relationship with your girlfriend too. Because now you're not the insecure, overprotective, overjealous boyfriend that prevents her from having the life that she wants.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. See, when Evan gets in the zone, he's in the zone, baby. I love it. Ruben, tell us, how did that serve you? Let me know what's going on. How did that rest with you? Because he was in the zone. I'm just sitting back taking mental notes. He was in the zone, baby. I love it.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go.
Ruben, let us know. How does it feel? How does it sit with you? Let us know. How did you process that? Let us know where you're at. Okay, so here we go. Okay. Listen, people in the chat are saying, yes, Ruben, being here is huge. It's one step closer. This is the place you need to be at, Ruben, right here. Listen to what Evan is telling you. Because this is, if you don't get this handled, this is going to mess with you for the rest of your life.
Forever.
And will destroy your relationships.
Yep.
Listen to him. Get this handled now. You know, Ruben, by the way, you don't have to answer this question. How old are you? I'm just curious. Because if people that don't get this handled, it sabotages their relationship big time. But you know, I'm hoping you're young enough, you know, to get this handled now. So, anyways, okay. So let me know if you want to. How old are you? Okay. Oh, and Neil Ray says, by the way, I self-published my first fiction book on Amazon. Congratulations.
Wait, who said that?
Ed Neil Ray.
All right, awesome. Congrats.
Yes, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can remind me, Ed Neil, but remember he wasn't sure about what to write about and not doing enough and regretting not doing XYZ. Remember that stream a few streams ago?
Mm-hmm.
So if this is the same person, I would love it that he self-published his first fiction on Amazon. Okay, this is a quick question. Okay, because he typed it in here like 4 or 5 times. Okay, okay, I'm gonna have him answer. Okay, I'm not gonna answer it for him. He says, I want to podcast with you on my YouTube channel, Evan.
Okay. We're gonna have to do probably a little more than that. So if you want somebody to come on your show, this is a great first step. You want somebody busy on your show, that what you need to do is be an active part of their community. Right? If you've got a new show and you want somebody to join it, you need to almost guilt them into doing it. Right? Like if Zen was starting his first show and he said, Evan, I'm starting a show. I got no audience. I'm just starting up. Can I have you as a guest? It's an easy yes. If Drew was starting the show and saying, hey, same thing. It's an easy yes. Because they've given so much. They've contributed so much. Right? You need to be a recognizable face to the people. By bringing a ton of love, a ton of value. That should be the focus.
Okay, Amon Khan, you kind of answer your own question, but I'm going to go ahead and read it anyways.
Okay.
Let me just read it. Question, do you think everyone has the same purpose? I think people do not consider the difference between a purpose of life and purpose in life.
Everybody has a purpose to serve, period. Humans are built to serve. Inside of that, everybody's purpose is different.
Yes.
So you want to help. Like that is, you will gain ultimate happiness from helping others, from serving others, period. But how we do it, I love serving. Well, I love serving people. I love serving entrepreneurs more than others because of what I went through. And Zane will love serving different people because of what he went through. And same thing for you. We all love serving different kinds of people with different problems based off of what pain you went through, right? Your purpose comes from your pain. Paige, what? In Built to Serve, Zane. Right? So everybody's purpose is to serve. And you want to serve the people who currently are who you used to be, period. But that's different, right? For everybody, the specific people that you want to serve will be different. Make sense?
Humans are built to serve. That's on page 6.
You don't have to go too far in the book. Yeah, and listen, honestly, I don't care so much about mine, but any quote that you find yourself saying, that is bullet. You should know what page it is and keep it. You have a 1-pager cheat sheet.
Yes, perfect. Yeah. Okay, Ruben. See, we love stuff like this. But Melissa, thank you for being here. She's got a heart with a cross in the middle, and I guess that's medical. Oh, that's like keeping safe. Is that like the hand sanitizer and all that good stuff being safe? Okay, I'm trying to read the icons. But hey, Melissa, thank you for being here. We love it. Thank you for being here.
What's the question?
Okay, it's a comment.
There was no question. Lots of emojis.
Oh,
Yeah,
no
lots of
question.
emojis.
Lots of emojis. Okay, well, awesome. Welcome, Melissa.
I was trying to decide. I can't decipher the one in the middle. What's the one in the middle, Drew?
Too busy.
Too busy. Yeah, Drew, this is a stressful part in the game here. We need Drew focused.
Yeah, Drew, focus. Okay, Ruben, thank you. He says he just turned 25 years old 2 days ago. Happy belated birthday.
Awesome, congrats.
And he says, thank you, guys. I'm going to rewatch this and take notes. I want to be a stronger person and don't want to settle for less. #believe.
Okay, so Ruben, the filter you want to make your decisions through is, are you proud of yourself? Are you proud of how you acted? And if you can't judge in the moment, then think about it kind of the next day. Are you proud of how you acted? Are you proud of it? And if it's a yes, then awesome. Then you keep going. You keep doing it. And if it's a no, then that's the behavior that you need to change.
Okay, so we having fun with this next question, okay? So Sharon, she chimed in from what you just said before about going on people's channels for to interview. And she says, and what about if Sharon wants to interview Evan about hair? Can he come on my channel, LOL?
That's amazing.
He doesn't really have any hair, but he can come on your channel and talk about it.
You know what? I love the off-brand stuff. Like, I love the weird stuff. I like it when I get asked questions. I mean, if it's so off, then I don't, if you're asking me about hairstyles, I got nothing. I got nothing to add. So it's not a great conversation. But if there's a way to make it fit, I love those ones. So, for example, there was a woman who she had a vlog. All right, we lost. So did we win the first one? No, I think we lost both.
No, we've had 2 super long ones back to
Evan
back.
would come. She's laughing. Evan would come to your channel, and he won't talk about what's on your head, but what's in your head. That's what he would do.
Yeah. So I was on a woman's channel, for example, where she does vlogging. I had vlogging like a bunch of cooking stuff. Like, I don't cook. I got nothing to. I don't know what to add here. But she was also a fan of the show Shark Tank, and she didn't understand a lot of the terms that they were talking about. Some of the business terminology, she didn't fully understand it. So we did a video of kind of explaining what everything meant. And it was fun and it was cool and it was different. So as long as I can bring something to the conversation, I love the off the wall stuff because it's just a different vibe, and different energy and a good challenge to kind of get out of my comfort zone, where a lot of the questions are going to be the same, which is fine. It's not boring. It's because it's a different person every time. But I do like the off the wall stuff.
She said it's gonna happen in 2021. I'm claiming it. Yes, love that show. She's claiming it. Okay. And guess our friend is in the house. Patricia's in the house. Gemini's in the house. Hey, Gemini, did you notice? Are you cooking right now, Patricia? And if you are, what are you cooking? But hey, Patricia, did you notice in the chat? There's 3 ladies in the chat. 3 ladies.
It's happening. About how hairstyles can believe. So we lost the second game. I don't think we got time for another one, Drew, if you need to go for dinner or anything.
Yeah. I was gonna bail.
Yeah. All good.
That's it, Drew.
What?
Really, you're not gonna just you can eat dinner and play the game, Drew. Really?
Well,
see,
first
yeah.
off, I've got to go take pictures for a thumbnail for my wife who recorded making the dinner.
But
So
I'm just saying.
There
but
we go. Well,
Nina,
what?
Nina brings evidence that he eats dinner while he's on the
Well,
screen.
we're done. We're done. We're done for tonight for the game. So
I just messing with
let's
you.
get to a couple
All
more
right,
questions
Drew.
and move on. See you, Drew. Thanks for the love, man.
have a good one.
Thanks, Drew. Much love.
How
So-
hairstyles can believe? Yeah, that could be fun. There's a guy called the Josh Speaks, and his video is all about talking to teenage guys about their crushes, and so we made a video on confidence for him. That was fun. It's fun. I like the weird conversations. I don't always have something to add, so that's it's got to be at the outer edge of something I can still talk about. But I like the stretch. So hairstyling and believe, yeah. So your looks, your grooming, your perceived public appearance, what it says about yourself, all of that stuff it ties in.
So Gemini says she's healing from COVID and doing mild cleaning.
Hey, sending
And
you lots of love, lots of love,
Yep.
Gemini, Patricia, lots of love.
Yep.
Glad you're feeling better.
Yep. We want you here. We want you here
Here, healed
and happy.
and happy. There you go. Write that down. Write that down, Zane. The next time somebody comes in and they're sick, healed, here, healed, and happy. The 3 H's. Triple H. Come on, Zane. You know you love your acronyms. Anyway, I guess that's not quite an acronym, but HHH.
But it's fun though. It's
fun. That's how your brain thinks.
Yes, it does.
You know, you should look up. You should look up a guy named Jason Wells.
W-E. How do you spell last name?
Okay, well, Jason is with a Y, so Jayson, and Wells I think is just. Let me just make sure that that's the guy I'm thinking of. Jason Wells. Yeah. Okay, Jason Wells, like how you think? WELLS.
Okay.
You should. I don't know what kind of content he's got going up, but he's got 2 things going for him that I think you'll like. So he's a former professional basketball player, all-star player, all this stuff, and now he's a coach. I think it's still around confidence and stuff. I met him in Ohio when I was on my tour. And first off, it's Jason with a Y. And his message, his theme, his tagline is all about the why. It's helping people find their why, right? And it's nice that it comes into the why. He, of all the people that I've met, is the guy who always thinks in these acronyms. Everything has to have a methodology that spells something. Everything. It's how he thinks.
Yes, that's definitely that's my guiding because I every time I think about something, even when I put together strategies or techniques, I'm always okay. Boom, boom, boom. I said this real quickly on the live stream that we had because I always go in 15 minutes early, so people that come on to the Readers Club early, we kind of chit chat and I share with them. I say, guys, you want to share your resolutions? And people's kind of a little shy to talk. I said, okay, I share mine first. I says every year I go by. I have 3 R's. I do number 1. I do reflection, and then the second R is revelation, and that leads to my resolution. So, and then I give them. I said I normally have 3, and A, B, C, and I always name each one starting with the letter A, B, and C. But this year I had 6. So real quickly, I'll say A. Was for affirmation. I'm gonna do more affirmations.
No, you're not allowed to say it if it's not written down on a laminated sheet, Zan. Let's go. We got to train. There it is. Oh, snap. Wait, why are you talking about it when it's sitting there right in front of you, Zan? What?
Because I want to get over to the chat.
Come on now. No, as you're saying it, you got a visual cue right there. Let's see that. A is for affirmation. B is for belief.
A, and it's ABC, but I had some extra ones. So A, affirmations. B, believe more in yourself. C, of course, confidence. And D, be more disciplined. E, more engagement, especially social engagement. And F, FOCUS, follow one community until successful, or follow one coach until successful, follow one club, Readers Club until successful.
You combined them. You did like a acronym inside an acronym.
Yes, yes, because that's what we do. You know?
So what I realized about Jason and you too, it's like the learnings don't even make sense until you can put it inside a structure. It's like you have to put it inside this structure, and then that like cements it for you. Like now it makes sense. I need the 8 steps, or I need the acronym, and then
Yes.
it makes sense. Anyway, so I would check him out. He's a super
Okay,
nice
I'll check it
dude, amazing guy, huge heart, burgeoning thought leader as well. See what he's up to. I like drop him a like, or drop him a DM on Instagram and said Evan said to say hi, or even if we clip this part and send him the link, said Evan said to say hi, and then send him this part in the video. Because I think it's just good for you guys to know each. I don't know where it leads. I don't know what he's up to right now. It's been a while since I talked to him, but I think you guys would hit it off, and you just both think the same way.
That's amazing.
I had a guy come to my first Thought Leadership Academy named Tony Mosey, who's a rapper in Boston, and he raps about positive thought leadership content. And he thinks in raps, and he speaks. Even when he speaks, he's always speaking on the beat. It's like his normal conversation. You just can't help it. And it had me thinking now in raps. Like I had to take a week to un-Tony Mosey myself, because I was thinking in rap, because it became infectious. So another solid dude. So you and Jason are the acronym guys who have to put it in this structure so that then it makes sense for you, and then you can teach it. So anyway, that was a long story, but go connect with Jason Wells.
It's a great story. And you know what? Also, when I got doing that, 2 other people in the group says the focus acronym, follow one course or follow one. Their C was connection, and somebody else said the C was their theme is commitment. So it fits so perfectly. So it was great. It was great.
Yeah, but the C can be choice,
Yes.
and then choice can spell something else too.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Because you got to choose something that makes you happy, confident, and happy, and outcome driven, and is intelligent.
Yes.
Right?
I love it.
Anyway.
Okay.
Let's do one more question, and we'll wrap up.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a great one. Well, real quick, thank you for being here, Terry. Thank you, Sharon, for being here. She said we'll make videos. So thank you guys for showing up. We had a great time. And this is a great question to end with.
Okay.
Ruben's
asking the questions today.
Oh, we get personal now. I love it. We get personal.
All right, Ruben, what do we got?
Question. How do you know when you're ready for marriage, or is she the right one? I feel you and Nina have a strong relationship.
So,
wait, real quick, Dupre, thank you for being here. We'll see you again soon. Okay, you ready, Evan?
Yeah.
Okay.
This still comes down to making the decisions that make you proud. What are the reasons why you're thinking about this question? And are you proud of them or not? So it could be, well, maybe she'll run off with somebody else, or maybe she's going to cheat on me, or maybe I'm going to get bored of her, or maybe, all kind of fear-based questions. If those are the ones behind it, they never guide you to a happy place, right? If I'm sitting here on the stream and I say, what if I build Zen up to this big personality and then he leaves me, or he cheats, or he, it's just not a good use of time, period. It doesn't mean that Zen won't go do that.
I'm
right?
Here. I'm not going nowhere.
But you want to make decisions from an empowering place. So every decision that you're thinking about, especially the big ones, the reasoning behind them, the thoughts in your head, are they empowering or disempowering? If it's disempowering, then whatever conclusions you draw from it are not the right ones for you. So that's one. The second thing I would say is you make the big decisions in life based off your heart and not your head. So how do you know when you love somebody? You know it. I love Zen.
Thank you. I do too. I love Evan. He's my brother.
You know, how do I know? I know. I don't have to write it down on a piece of paper. I don't have to do pros and cons. It's like, okay, you know, pros here, but cons here, right? Because this is what people do. You try to sort out a matter of the heart with your head, you're going to lose. Because there may be 8,000 reasons why I don't like Zen. But there's only one reason that I like him. And that reason is good enough to love him. Right? Nah, that's not what it is. But making a list doesn't help you here. You feel it. You have to feel it. You have to know it. And chances are you're never ready. If you wait till you're ready, nothing happens. Right? If you wait till you're ready, nothing ever happens. All the progress will come from doing the things when you feel that it's right. So big decisions in life. The partner you pick. This is also in Built to Serve. And we talked about it before, Zan, about the partner you picked. You had the page number? Did not do his homework. Zan the man.
You know what? Listen, check this out. Listen, Ruben, while you're still here, we have Evan here. Dupree just made a great comment. He says, it's in Built to Serve, the why, right? And same values is a must. What he's saying to you is, you need to come join our Built to Serve Readers Club. Come join Movement Makers. I mean, this is great to be here, but you have to come and be part of a community, a group, and we're going to be there for you. So join us. And also, and I'm going to let Evan finish. I feel like Kanye West saying that. I'm gonna let you finish.
Well, he is on the wall, so you're channeling some Kanye.
Evan, in our group yesterday, I let everyone know that this is going for 8 weeks, but I also let them know that
Beyonce had the greatest music video of all time.
I know. But I also let people know in the group that I'm doing this for all of 2021, and with Evan's blessing, I do it all of 2022. But I'm committed. I'm going to be here. And the stuff that Evan and I we're doing, Evan, 25 years from now, we're still going to be doing this. I'm not going nowhere. I know my purpose. I know my position in life, and it's right here. Yes.
Okay. But now getting serious. I'm going to let you finish. But in all seriousness, that's the whole reason why we suggested coming up with a list of page numbers and referencing the book was the relationship one.
Yes.
Because I said 2 streams ago or whatever that's a pretty rare point in the book that most people don't talk about, but it's in the book, and I don't know what page number is on, but you should know. Yes. And now this is the second time it comes up in like 3 days, and Zane still doesn't know. Dude, 3 strikes, you're out. We gotta have this is important now, Zane. You gotta get that down.
Okay.
Relationship has to be one. That other quote that you liked you need to have your cheat sheet.
Okay, we get it. We're gonna get it.
I'm gonna go ballistic if we talk of relationships again, and you don't have it ready.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. It's in here. We're gonna get it. Actually, I think I know what. I read it the other day, but you know what? I want to be sure.
Yeah, you gotta have it. You need the cheat sheet. You gotta get that down. We can't make the same mistake twice. One mistake is fine, but same mistake twice in 3 days. That's we gotta
get 3 strikes. So I only have 2. Right
yeah,
now.
We gotta get that down. Post about the book club dates and times. So he's doing Sunday. When's the book club, Zane?
Sundays, 3 p.m. Pacific and 6 p.m. Eastern, every single Sunday. And I'm just gonna say this out loud, but it's every single Sunday for the rest of the year. We started yesterday, January the 3rd. It's going through the entire year.
Oh. But there'll be different groups, right? Like this is a 9-week thing.
Yes, 8 or 9 weeks things, you know, and we probably is 9 weeks. And after every 9 weeks, we start over again.
Yeah.
But you can get in at any time.
So Patricia, you just missed the introduction. You haven't missed anything. You just missed like getting to know you. So if you want to join this coming Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern, just DM Zen on Instagram, and he'll send you the link to be able to join. And you have to have read to page 30 of the book.
Yep.
Read to page 30 and do the who.
And email serve@evancarmichael.com. Here, serve.
Anyway, connect with Zen. You guys should connect offline, and just let Patricia know what she needs to have done for next Sunday. It's not a lot, but everybody will be coming No, don't email that address to get to Zan. That's going to go to my team.
Yeah.
Email connect with Zan on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, so you guys can connect. Put your Instagram in there, Zan, so people can find you.
Yeah, here's my Instagram.
Connect with Zan on Instagram, and then he'll tell you what you need to get done by next week. It's not a lot, but just so that you don't feel kind of left behind compared to everybody else. At Zan the Man Smith. Got it. Perfect. Cool. Well, thank you guys. Thank you, Zan. It's been fun. We're back on, not tomorrow, Wednesday. Back on Wednesday. And Zan, your dentist. Oh, your dentist is next Wednesday.
No, next week. I'll remind you next week.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
We're ahead of schedule.
Thank you guys for love. Appreciate the fun. Continue to believe. We'll see you Wednesday.
See you guys.